I laundered $100 million for Pablo Escobar using washing machines, and the son of never knew that every spin cycle made me richer than him. That's the most brutal irony of the Medellin cartel, and no one knows it to this day. The smell of industrial detergent still wakes me up at 3 in the morning. That sweet chemical scent mixed with the stench of dirty money that arrived in black garbage bags, bills stained with coke, with blood, with the sweat of the mules who had carried them inside their bodies. I put them into 22-pound capacity whirlpool washers on the delicate cycle with cold water, and they came out clean, literally clean. But that's only the surface of the story, brother. I was born in 1955 in the Aranju neighborhood, when Aranju was still a field with shacks made of wattle and zinc roofs that sounded like drums when it rained. Adobe house, packed dirt floor, 7 siblings sleeping in 3 beds, taking turns on a straw mattress that pricked like 1,000 needles. My mother washed other people's clothes on a rock in the river with cracked, bleeding hands, and she charged 50 cents per dozen. 50 cents. I watched her scrub the shirts of rich men while we ate panela water with hard arepas, and something inside me started to rot. At 8 years old, I discovered my talent. My mother sent me to deliver some ironed shirts to the house of Don Bernardo Echavarria, a textile industrialist who lived in El Poblado. When the maid opened the door, I froze, staring at the curtains. They were an impossible white, a white I had never seen, so pure it looked like solid light. I asked the maid how they washed them. She laughed and told me with special bleach, kid, bleach imported from the United States. That night I didn't sleep. I spent the whole night thinking about that white, about how something as dirty as fabric could become so clean. I started experimenting with my siblings' clothes, mixing baking soda with lemon, ash with homemade soap. By age 10, the shirts I washed were whiter than those from any laundry in Medellin. My mother started charging double, then triple. "You have a gift, my son," she told me one night while counting coins. "But don't you dare waste it. Gifts are loans from God, and God charges interest." I had no idea how high those interests would be. At 14, I was already running my mother's laundry by myself. At 16, I opened my own business in a 2-square-meter space in the Manrique neighborhood with a used washer I bought with money borrowed from a loan shark. At 20, I had 3 employees and washed clothes for half the neighborhood, but I was still earning a pittance, $330,000 a month, $300,000. While the rich kids drove imported cars down Avenida Oriental, while politicians looted the country, while the first narcos started building mansions in El Poblado that looked like Arab palaces, the anger grew slowly, silently, like poison. I learned everything about fabrics by watching the dry cleaners downtown. I learned the secrets of Egyptian cotton, Chinese silk, Irish linen. I learned to identify stains of wine, blood, semen, gunpowder. I learned that every stain has its solvent, every dirt its antidote. But above all, I learned that people pay fortunes to make disappear what they don't want seen. In 1979, everything changed. A man came to my laundry one Tuesday in August at 6 in the evening when I was closing. Cream linen suit, gold Rolex, Italian shoes shining like mirrors. Paisa accent, but with money, lots of money. His name was Hernando Vallejo, though later I learned everyone called him the accountant. "Are you the one who leaves clothes the whitest in Medellin?" he asked, looking around the shop with appraising eyes. "It depends who's asking," I replied, "if it's someone who has a very particular cleaning problem." He sat on the stool where customers waited, crossed his legs, and pulled out a stack of bills from inside his jacket. $100 bills. About 50 of them. More money than I had ever seen together in my life. "I need you to wash this," he said. The bills. The bills. I stared at him. I thought it was a joke. I thought he was crazy. I thought he was a cop setting me up. But Hernando Vallejo's eyes held no humor. They were the eyes of a man who has seen things that can't be washed away. "The bills come dirty," he explained patiently. Stained, with odors, with residues that DEA dogs can detect from 100 meters. I need them clean, spotless, without a trace. And why me? Because you're the best at washing things, right? That's what they say in the neighborhood. They say you can remove a week-old blood stain from a white shirt and leave it like new. I didn't ask whose blood it was. I didn't ask where the bills came from. I didn't ask anything. I just asked how much. 500,000 pesos per wash, Hernando said. 1 wash per week, 2 million a month, more than you earn in a year. 2 million a month, in 1979. It was like being offered the moon. And if I say no? Hernando smiled, a smile that didn't reach his eyes. No one says no, brother. No one. I accepted. I extended my hand toward the phone. Someone knocked on the door. 3 sharp, measured knocks, like the ones Papel used to make when he arrived at my warehouse. The phone kept ringing. The door took another hit. I look at the phone, I look at the door, I look at the suitcase with the gun. If I open the door, it could be room service. It could be the wrong guest. It could be my death waiting with a smile. If I answer the phone, Martinez will give me information. Information that could save me or condemn me. If I grab the gun, I have 7 bullets, 7 chances to survive, 7 ways to finish what started 31 years ago in a laundry in Manrique. The phone stops ringing. The door gets a 3rd knock, stronger this time. Room service, a voice says on the other side, neutral accent. Could be from anywhere. Could be from Medellin. I slide my hand under the bed. I pull out the suitcase, unzip it. The gun is there, cold, heavy, familiar. I grab it and walk toward the door. Who is it? I ask. Even though I already asked, even though they already answered, even though I know the answer means nothing. Room service, sir. I brought your dinner. I didn't order dinner. I released the safety on the gun. I put my hand on the doorknob. On the other side could be my death. On the other side could be my salvation. On the other side could simply be a waiter with a tray of food someone else ordered by mistake. There's only one way to find out. I open the door.